Welcome back, everyone, to session number 15 of our Torment of Ann campaign. Before we get started with our session, we'll do a quick little recap, then we'll get into our game. So, where last we left off, you guys had overtaken 3 tasks from the Deathwalkers in order to join their prestigious club. One of which was to find a tome, an ancient tome, which you found, deciphered, and learned some history of an individual born and alive during the Age of Worship, who seemed to rant and rave about the area that we are in currently, I guess, and the turnover of one Lord Creve, and his desire to transport or transform this area into an area of negative energy of some kind. The other of which was to slay a paladin named Tuan Regal for his departure from the city in that capacity would be greatly felt by the folk of Ann, and as well of getting rid of another individual in the city known as Rebecca Lai Everblossom, the head of the hospital of Ann, as she is the guiding light for the people that suffer. Her absence will also be sorely missed. As of last session, you guys confirmed that Rebecca Lai had left the city after convincing her so in the streets after a brief encounter and a brief confrontation that you were able to dial back before escalating into violence, and talked her into leaving Anne peacefully and with her life. After which you celebrated by burning down Ann Hospital and slaughtering the people inside, and kind of going on a bit of a killing spree / raiding the East Side Market.
It was great.
And some of you making your way back to the Red Basement, of which is now basically under your control and your domination after after the death of Redmond, the former head of the Red Basement of Vampire. And some of you split off, and Wick went to Byron's house, where Cindy was there, expressed that there was a new blood bag, and then they enjoyed a night of their own passion.
That bed.
Evanora, arriving back at the Red Basement, discussed things with your mentor Hansel, and now sort of lover, I guess. And
it's complicated.
Goodbye, my sort of lover.
And he expressed his desire to leave the city, for the evil here was corrupting those within it, including yourself, and suggested that you leave as well, not wanting to, for the sake of having some things that you wanted to complete here, some tasks. You told him that you would leave when your job was done and meet him at a city that was prearranged by the both of you. Little did he know, however.
It was a setup.
You had alternative plans made forward with Byron, who was waiting on the outside disguised as just a wholesome vampire. A struggle ensued, which led to the death of Hansel at the hands of you and Byron.
Kill him!
I didn't kill him. Byron did.
Not the man trying to pretend to be black.
You didn't have
I was gonna say.
As his mouth was too full of blood to say anything, he gurgled and died on the floor of the Red Basement. And then you promptly buried him in the woods about 30 minutes out, in hopes that he would rise the next evening as a vampire and join you in this circle of undeath.
I can see him just stepping into the satellite. It's like...
All right.
So, as you guys return to the Red Basement, eventually celebrating far into the evening, and eventually the day, as the sun rises on the morning of Eve's Day. So Wick, you're the only one who's not there, I believe, because Byron, you made your way back after heading to your house to find that your bed had been soiled, and taking the skeleton of your former house
Lover.
I don't know what he was to you, to be honest, but housemate, whatever, Heinrich, back to the red
my
basement
living
with you. We'll start off.
They were roommates.
The badonkadonk.
Yeah, we'll start off there.
I forgot you took Hender's corpse.
So I guess, Wick, since you're kind of on your own, is there anything you would like to be doing during the daytime, as you're kind of stuck in the home, unless you'd like to risk the sun?
Risk that sun.
Race this. Roll for
We're
weather.
invincible now.
Roll for weather.
No, I'm gonna spend the day more or less trying to make the apparatuses that I have the blood bags on maybe a little bit more efficient.
They could be more efficient. It really comes down to the amount of blood in individuals. If they are to be made more efficient, you will drain them quicker, but that will also lead to their demise, most likely. It's not a matter of speed, it's a matter of volume.
Well, I'm trying to find. I'm looking at them in my mind, trying to find the balance of keeping them alive and max potential.
Yeah, I do believe that we kind of met that perfect line.
Then I'm just gonna stare at them and be like,
you are
"Damn,
welcome
good."
to make minor adjustments and such.
Yeah.
But the yield will pretty much be at its top right now. If you're keeping them alive, but also draining them quite heavily.
I'm gonna use my first level spell for Goodberry,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm going to give them sustenance for the day.
Right on. So that's what you're doing today, yeah? Taking it easy, enjoying the company of Cindy, who's also landlocked for the daytime. The rest of you guys, as you guys are all in the red basement,
I follow your.
this is quite a menacing
I
song.
think I believe I was learning how to do my taxes.
Cheat on your taxes.
Oh.
Redmond is not good at the tax code.
This is how you work the system.
This is how the rich stay rich.
I mean,
I made it.
That's how the rich stay rich.
This is how the rich stay rich.
So yeah, if there's anything you guys need to be doing with your time, feel free. Otherwise, let me know. We will walk
fast
into the
forward to
evening
the nighttime.
of Eve's Day, yeah. But if there is something you'd like to be doing, like you guys are secure and safe in the basement, nothing's going to get you down there sun-wise, so...
I would like to be making Heinrich into a marionette and making a fun little costume. Bounce around.
Yeah, that sounds simple
The
enough
dance macabre!
for your artifice. That should be fine.
Heinrich, you crazy man!
I'm watching the show, but keeping an eye on the time because the second the sun goes down, I'm going to the woods.
Okay, sure.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, just we're kind of hanging out.
Just trying to do my thing.
Olive.
I was staring at the wall like I would do every other day. And is that dead girl still there?
I mean, unless you moved her,
Where would I put the bodies?
they're just on the side.
Okay, I'll move
There's like
her.
a good pile of decaying corpses and bones.
This is what freedom looks like.
I stare at a new spot on the wall. Unlike my former self.
I'll turn around and stare at the other wall.
I'm the boss of me now.
Damien, anything you'd like to be doing with your time during the day? No, just
Biting.
biding time. Okay.
I said biting.
So,
By the way, I was heading back to the red basement. I'm stationed up in one of the rooms there.
yes, absolutely, yeah.
With
No,
my-
you and Heinrich on to town, yeah.
Yeah, Heinrich on
You're the
town.
only one who could technically be out during the day if you so chose
Yeah.
because of your suit, but
Yeah.
that may still come with some risk. You're not sure.
Yeah, of course. It's not worth it right now, but it might be for a little. I don't know eventually.
All right. So waiting until the evening, though. All right. So yes, as you guys bide your time, eventually the sun obviously sets. You hear, the commotion of individuals that are leaving the basement to go out into the streets at night. and kind of are alerted to the, dusk setting over Anne. Ooh, okay. It's actually a really, really, really clear night in that
For
way.
once.
So lots of moonlight, bright.
I look like a Jackson. Byron,
Yes?
would you
Propped him up on my hand. On my lap.
would you come with me
Was he a gnome?
to the
It
grave?
was a dwarf.
Oh.
What?
Would you come with me to the grave?
Oh, that man? Henrik. Working on the skit.
Oh, okay. I'll be happy to see it when it's done.
What do you mean? We're perfect right now.
All right, I walk out the door.
I'm coming. Okay, fine. I'm busy.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are gonna head into the woods to the grave. Wick, as the day ends and the night begins.
During the time with Cindy, I'm gonna run her over to the
Runner over.
how the herbs that stop the anticoagulant herbs, what they look like, and I'm gonna get her to possibly go out to gather some.
Okay, yeah, Cindy to gather herbs. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yourself?
I'm gonna make my way back to the basement.
Oh, nice.
Okay, no problem. Is she bringing them back to Byron's or to the...
To Byron's, I would show her how to introduce the herbs into the system so that the blood doesn't coagulate when she extracts it.
Byron's house. Okay, no problem.
It's not my house anymore.
My house.
You're burning it to the ground.
I was thinking about it. Waiting till daylight.
No.
Fuck you both with my sunglasses on.
I don't wear my sunglasses at night.
So yeah, you guys have multiple sources of revenue in terms of blood, which is phenomenal for you guys right now. Okay, and then you're heading back to the red basement?
Yeah.
Okay, making your way across town. Yura, Christoph, Damien. Anything you'd like to be doing as well as you're, waking yourselves? Maybe you're in the hallway, maybe you're in the actual red room.
Yura would be like getting together all his gear, getting ready to go on this journey.
Me too. I have nothing.
Okay, so you have your naked clothes on. Have your clothes.
I have my new clothes on.
I made him a new thing.
Yeah, you actually look nice, I suppose. I guess maybe you guys would most likely take note of Evanora and Byron leaving the basement.
And you can see a card.
I don't know.
Did you have some commotion?
Last night,
Morning. Day.
it all blends together.
Pretty good signs of blood and struggle in the hallway.
Did someone
I
die?
will charge them.
Yeah, it's a murder room. Like
The blood is
blood is
largely still wet.
Keep it in the rooms. not the
Sticky.
walls.
Did someone die?
It sure looks like it. Sure tastes like it.
Tastes like anyone you know.
I don't think I've tasted before.
And you can see a trail of bloody footsteps that go, around the hallway, up the staircase and out.
Well, Byron has the lantern.
Ah, yes. Need that.
Like,
Can I be followed there?
guess we're sure. Like, he's
Go on.
hanging out.
Sure. Anna.
Yeah, I guess we're all following.
Okay. Damien, you come out after 8 solid hours, your eyes are bloodshot. There's like a weird visual imprint in your mind, like after looking at a light for a long time, except for instead of that weird glow in the center of your vision, it's just mesh shirt guy.
the mesh shirt guy squiggly in your eye.
When the
Oh,
moon
it's
hits
with
your
you.
eye, that's my shirt guy. That's my shirt guy.
There's something there.
There is something there for sure.
Burnt on like an LCD TV.
Yeah. And I'd say for the sake of it, in the time that you guys are kind of getting yourself semi-organized, like Evanora and Byron be a little bit ahead of you guys, but like Elspeth, Kristoff, Yura, and Damien, as you guys come
It's
out,
always Tuesday.
you'll see like Wick kind of walking up towards the red basement through the homes.
Where you guys? Are we leaving already?
Yep.
Yeah,
Damien is now hungover. It's not only killing
It's perfect though.
Yeah.
Damien had a long night of drinking fresh blood of
Drug blood.
victims. And, like the time of day it is, it's maybe about 6:37 or so when you guys come out, and that like clear sky that you haven't seen in since we've actually done this campaign, because it's been raining and cloudy for the most part, is just that beam of orange across the sky and the big shadow of the mountain just covering the city in the shadow of itself. You can see this sort of moonlight coming on the other horizon as you guys come up. You can see the trail end of Evanora and Byron kind of walking towards the eastern woods, essentially.
Those two seem to go somewhere. I think we should follow them as well. See, go with them.
The following someone?
Yes.
Them.
Evanora and Jean or something, whatever his name is.
We don't know where they're going.
But you sure know where they've been.
Be practicing my Henrik voice while we're walking.
I like the first one better.
Okay. I'm going to make a singing. No, he's Makator, but just got my hands.
Are you going to be putting on a show for us?
Perhaps. You're not going to need some no entertainment now that the whole city's gone to shit.
It's true. I'm kind of bored already. Running from... I don't have any parents to run from anymore.
I know we're going to have some live entertainments and things, so I thought, this could be my moment to shine. It could be great.
It could be rich.
Oh no. It could be great. Alright, where did we bury him? I'm trying to remember.
If it's
Did
survival,
we-
it's
did you
next
like
Pile of the dead is.
It's up here.
Yeah, did you mark it with like a streak or something?
No, I remember. I marked the trees. I am proficient in spot.
That's a very weird thing to say, and like a normal, personable thing. I don't say I'm
You know I'm
proficient
not normal
with
and
breathing,
You know I'm not normal and personable.
I know. Yeah, you're a weird one. You're a weird one.
I'm proficient in
The rest of you, are you trying to stay out of sight, or are you just following relatively?
why would we?
Yeah. So, I mean, passive perception-wise, you would be easily noticeable that you are definitely being followed by 4 other individuals.
Counting folks, I think it might be, our little ragtag crew.
See this very small little creature, big, tall.
Yeah, that's the ones right there.
Why are they following?
Timmy's.
Yeah.
Where are we going? How far away?
Maybe 50 feet or so.
Sorry, perfect. It's just an awkward distance away.
Yeah, it's
Wait
an
up!
awkward distance.
Where are we going? Why are we going to the woods?
Well, it wasn't.
I've got some business in here,
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I love other people's business.
obviously.
You're going to love this then. But you might be a little sad that we did it without you. I mean that we saw something that happened without you.
Was this Hansel dying?
I whisper to you, not a fucking word.
Can I insight this?
Maybe.
He told me Hansel died last night?
Yes, and with
Natural causes?
no.
Naturally, my teeth were in him.
Wait, you killed Hansel?
I played a very decided role in it, but now let everybody get it out of their system now, before he wakes up. Okay? It wasn't
Wait
me.
before he wakes up.
It was a rogue vampire from what I saw.
But he just said that he bit him.
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I'm so sorry. Nobody tells me secrets anymore. This is why I've been an outcast for years.
I can see why.
Did you guys
No.
bury him?
Yes.
I wasn't just going to let him die.
But you killed him in the first.
Can you guys just go away? That would be great.
Oh, we came to pay our respects to Elspeth. You guys obviously buried her and buried him next to her.
Is that why you know where the fuck the place was?
I buried him nowhere near her. She's like half hour north.
10 feet away.
I was gonna say, she's like this.
I literally reused the grave.
Oh my god.
I thought we had to get to the death walkers, but apparently not. Ooh.
We
So
do.
that's what I thought we were going.
You didn't have to follow me.
Well then, what
But-
the fuck
But
were
you guys had the lantern.
Yes, and we'll be right back.
Alright. Hurry up then.
Okay, well, go back then.
Bye.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna stay
You
here.
might as well
actually.
stay. We should be like, hey, buddy.
This is gonna end poorly, and I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I
know.
think you should leave.
Well, I'm following Mora. If Yura's leaving, then I'm leaving.
I'm on Christoph.
If you all are going to ruin this for me.
No, I'm just gonna watch.
I really need one. What's the plan here? Do you have a plan?
Really think it through.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
obvious.
so then how could we ruin it if we haven't thought about what's gonna happen
No
next?
plan to ruin it, yeah. You know, that's a good point. Very well said.
I would like to do this on my own.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
We
be
should
probably
not-
here.
You know what? Maybe we should be like a little bit away, give them then some time, but I'll wait in the forest for them.
I have a popcorn tub of good berries.
Don't even need to eat
It
food.
reminds you of Robert California in The Office when he's like, oh, looks like a private conversation. I should probably leave. He just sits down. Literally.
Yeah.
Damien. Oh, you want me to go? I'll stop.
I'll probably stay. I'll be here.
He's
I'm
basically
sorry.
Robert California.
I know.
So we're like waiting at the tree line for you to come back? Is that the plan?
You don't have to, you can wait back up.
I've just been all night in the red basement. I wanted to get out of the house a little bit.
Fine.
So there might have
What
been
if
a
he
fight.
attacks you directly
Yeah, I want
after
to be
he
close.
I want to be close.
comes out of the grave?
He's going to be weak.
Oh, do we need like a blood thing? Because we had like the gravekeeper to eat before we came out.
I have a vial right now. You were there?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, not me.
From what I've heard.
Oh.
Just let me do this, please.
Okay. You have fun now.
And I sit down and I wait.
He's French, of course he smokes.
Yeah, you guys are still like partly walking. You still have a little bit of a distance to go to get there. So the question would be 15
Oh,
minutes.
first Christoph smoked already.
Let's say you're about 15 minutes in, so you have about 15 minutes more walk into where the grave is.
15 minutes.
So who
Just-
is going to the grave?
Me.
Evanora?
I think it's just you.
And we'll wait here.
We'll wait at the edge of the tree line, or at least. I don't want to give them like a 15-minute fucking running dash away. That seems really far in. It's like 100 feet. I'll be 100 feet away.
We're like back at the red basement.
Oh, yeah.
Outside the red basement.
Come behind the bleachers.
So Byron,
check
100 feet
if,
away.
who's coming
Damien,
in.
are you with him?
Yeah, sure.
And Wick?
Same.
And you guys went back to
We're
the
like
red
100
basement?
feet away in the woods. But
And Yura and Christoph went back to the red basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like hanging out outside the red basement. Like,
Okay.
Doing
I'm at the back.
and breaking hearts.
Yeah,
Checking
exactly.
IDs.
Check your IDs.
Are you older than me? Yes.
Okay.
You're in.
Then get in there and sex on that
It's a child.
Teeth.
He's my ID here, sir.
Show me your teeth.
Give me your teeth. Yeah.
Alright.
With
So
an
you guys
obvious
are-
fake set, like one
Yeah.
falls out.
We got a human.
So you will notice, Evanora, that they are like still
You're good, go.
following you to some degree, but they're keeping like a distance away, about 100 feet away or so in the woods. But you will notice them.
Byron, your bed was really comfortable, you know that?
I don't want to talk about that for one more fucking minute, alright?
It must have been expensive because they
Since I met you assholes, I never once slept in my bed. My own bed! I was whittling away for that silly man that I just murdered. Oh shit, sorry. I was making him a silly little costume and now he's fucking 6 feet in the ground. It's all dirty and muddied and ripped apart because I know I was there.
There also might be some wolf claw marks in the wood of the bed.
I'm going to burn my place down. I have to rebuild.
I'd rather lie.
I can start
That's
again.
it.
Reality is my life.
I can start again. Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So, Evanora, as you are walking, and eventually you will outpace the sound of those who are following you talking, and just path ahead. Ignoring what's behind you at some point, because your mind begins to focus on where you're going and where this grave is. But for the sake of this, roll me a perception check.
Oh man.
11.
Okay.
11.
So your mind most likely somewhat distracted, kind of running through the events of the evening, flashes of his dying breath, him in the blood in his mouth, and the terror, the sadness, the remorse in his eyes as his life leaves his body the night before, just weighing on you, and those memories are flashing through you as you continue through, but
She's got tears rolling down her eyes thinking of it, like, what the fuck have I done?
as you get closer, you suddenly notice, maybe 30 feet away or so from where you are, as you're kind of pushing through some trees, hugging thick forest. The ground is still wet from the night before, kind of dampened. You hear sounds before you see several creatures lurking around the area. You see a cloaked individual, robes covering a large body, standing even hunched over a crooked staff. You see this large, imposing figure, strands of gray hair that are kind of blowing in the subtle wind. And you see about 5 other hunched, smaller creatures kind of like milling about, where you see a upturned grave. You see several bones, limbs, blood dripping from their fangs as you hear the kind of like
The dogs ate Hansel.
you see this cloaked figure just clinging to this crooked black staff, kind of leaning heavily over this grave, kind of one knee almost, as if their hand is measuring the pulse of the ground itself, kind of just hunched over. Their head turns to see you.
I scream, what are you doing? What have you done?
What have I done? As you see the head turn, you get a glimpse of 2 kind of tusk-like fangs, green skin, as you now see this individual as an orc male of some kind, snarling and ugly. You see kind of purple arcane energy kind of crackling underneath his skin, kind of.
Let's go if he's alive or
I'd say for this, maybe it would be. Let's just do a perception check for the sake of it.
Oh.
22.
Hard to tell whether or not someone is alive or dead from a distance, as you guys do appear paler and what have you. Their skin is green. Hard to tell at this distance, whether they're alive or dead.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I have come for the dead.
Why? Tell him to stop.
It is done.
No. Bring him back.
This one who has been buried meets a cruel fate than even I could give it. The dark energies are strong now. I have lived long awaiting a chance to see such a fate bestowed upon the cruelest of dead.
He wasn't cruel.
His soul is gone,
Bring him back.
not I. But he will return. To exact his revenge on those who have killed him. Not as a creature of the night like you, but of something else, something darker.
What have you done to him?
Me.
Who did this?
Nothing I could have done. The
Who did
negative
this?
energies of Ann are strong now. The night of all death comes. 'Tis nature, my dear. Nothing that I have done. Something. Someone.
Who are you, son?
A friend. A privileged friend to see such a fate.
You don't seem like much of a friend.
In time, I will.
Evanora, are you okay over there? Do you hear somebody else talking?
I don't say.
No, I don't hear nothing.
See the other 5 ghouls are just
It's a Hansel.
chomping away at the bones and body parts that are.
Tell them to get
Is it having
away.
sex again? Oh no.
Tell them to stop.
This flesh is theirs. Step between them at your own risk. Will they feed? Find the passage, girl. To the mountain ye should go. There is no salvation for your lost friend here. Simply a marvel of the power of darkness. To live in such an age fills me with happiness. Thank you.
Kill you for this.
You can try. You will fail. Be gone now, lest you watch them feed upon his flesh and bones. But be wary. His soul will come for you and those close to his death. You will know when it is happening. You will seek revenge until its task is complete. Or until the anniversary of his slaying. Whichever comes first.
I didn't kill him.
No. Not me to decide. No convincing or arguing with this one. He will come.
When?
I don't know. When you
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
This is the first I've seen this.
Would this have happened to us if we were buried with this darkness?
Maybe if your fate was as cruel as his was. A soul undeserving of such slaughter seeks vengeance.
And mine was.
So it would seem. Feed my pretties.
I back up slowly with it turning my back.
Cool. Heinrich might become a fucking revenant as well.
Know what all the children we slaughtered outside the
Yeah.
fine.
Nah, those kids had it coming.
I knew the death was coming.
They knew that death was coming, yeah.
You weren't mad about it.
No. I think it was, the unjustness of telling him he'll be fine and you can leave the town and then be like, wait, no, hold on a minute.
I'm gonna play in your death.
I'm gonna plan your death, yeah. But I was just myself. How would he ever know it was me?
He doesn't.
Yeah.
The point is that he knows it was someone.
Yeah.
This is your soul, boy.
He's
Do you
going to go hunting
back
some
away from
random
this
generic
individual?
vampires that I was.
Okay.
I don't take my eyes off of him.
Well, I just imagine like the trees, like you like backing into them, and like the trees, like the branches are moving, and like bits of you become more and more invisible.
You Homer
as you
Simpson
back-
it.
I basically, yeah.
Okay,
But not like that. It's more dark.
it's
and-
more cool.
No.
Nah, Homer Simpson.
Straight into a branch.
Keep it simple for the audience.
Back right into a tree.
Give it. Yeah.
So, as you backwards walk to where Damien, Byron, and Wickar.
Why is she walking like that?
So, yeah, she's just walking backwards the whole time.
Towards you guys, yeah.
No luck with Hansel then?
You turn around and you see tears streaming down her face.
Oh, honey, what happened? What happened?
Did he leave?
She just keeps walking and doesn't say anything. Just,
But we heard voices, right? Yeah.
she doesn't say anything.
Sass. Sass.
Harvey wants to go lower.
You know what? I've opened up enough Pandora's boxes today. I've gone places where I wish I didn't, and saw things that I again wish I didn't. So, you know what? You go ahead. You go ahead and see what's over there, Mr. Curious George over there. Turn yourself into a little monkey and walk over there.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, yeah, the Kit Kat, yeah. Anyways,
I just walk back.
okay.
Don't say a word.
Oh, honey.
She's spiraling down a dark path.
You want to go shopping?
Stop smoking. Might as well.
I gave you one.
Little shopping, little shopping therapy.
Stay fast.
That'd be helpful.
She just turns her head and looks at you.
Ow, Regan.
And then turns her head and keeps walking.
Oh, somebody regrets a decision of planning a betrayal. That's a catchy song. I might remember that one.
She shoots an arrow at me for saying
She shoots an arrow at me?
that, yeah.
What? Ding.
What's with the PvP in Byron?
So that's
Gotta need something.
oh, that's +9 now, so that's a dirty 20.
Shield. Eat a dick.
Okay. Well,
Listen, lady. It's just rude.
she doesn't shoot again, she just Turn around.
Alright, fine. Be by yourself, Miss Moldy Pants.
Are you guys returning back though? Or are Damien and Wick?
Did you just say I was going to buy her something?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, cool.
No, ate a dick.
What do you think, Damien?
Meat's over there.
Yeah, he would be with you guys.
He's with us, yeah.
Maybe he's smoking too.
I don't love meat personally.
You don't love meat?
Oh, Lauren loves meat.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Stuff.
doesn't necessarily love
And
meat.
he's kind of like, what the fuck is that?
He's just got a toe, like.
Just slurping out the marrow.
Yeah, he gets it.
So Damien
Evanora
and Wick.
literally looks at him like,
I'm scared that he's larger than you.
meat.
Oh, yeah, you guys eventually will get back.
His mouth.
But Wick and Damien still in the woods.
Oh no, we're going back to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't go.
If nobody else was going, I wasn't going.
Okay, Dodger. Alright, so you guys all return back to the red basement eventually. You guys would see them arriving, coming towards you.
Alright. Fair.
I think it well.
Ooh, it's a good little meat.
Is there a body downstairs? Like
Probably.
a live human?
Oh, I think you guys left them live. Let's see what
Damien and I brought one back.
I have a chicken
I'll
nuggets
keep
on
the
there.
next
Actually,
one.
really, Damien
Yeah, there's probably
brought
one
back. It
alive.
wasn't me.
I would like to go and drain it dry.
When did the lie?
So you go down to the red basement, into the red room, and slay the one individual that is still alive for the night, as he's like barely
Getting wine
struggling.
drunk after a breakup.
Like, I violently drain him. Like, I rip his throat out.
People in there, even Meshra guy's like,
Party foul.
Someone's going through something.
so
Is it a full moon?
was gonna eat
He's around.
now that you've got your chickens all right.
Mora's in retrograde.
Terrace Dodo, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Head back upstairs.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, I think it's time to head to the mountain.
I don't bother wiping the blood from my face.
Let's go.
I think something really bad happened.
Is meat going? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Meat's coming for sure. He's on the leash.
Give him a little pat on the
Yeah, have him on the leash. Come on, little
Give
boy.
him a little pat on the head. He knows the way.
Yeah. I will eventually like to fashion a stick with a little snare in the front of it. It's a little finger that's dangling in front.
No.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Easy enough.
It's not a finger, it's a dick.
It's a dick.
It's a dick.
Oh, man. Or me.
Okay, so
Meat loves dick. His
where
name is Meat, for God's sake.
So yeah, mountain quite big. Where would you guys like to
Well,
begin?
I think we're heading to the quarry.
can I ask the lantern? Doesn't it show us the way?
I think it's like once we're in the place, then it shows us the way. But yeah, we can light it up. Let's just go. Yeah.
The light emanating from this is a strange, eerie, kind of greenish white glow, rather than a classic torch. As you see, the wick burns, and then before it has a chance to catch red, it just instantly changes to that kind of whitish green color as the kind of spotlight leads forward. So yeah, you guys are at red basement right now. Mountain is here.
Then yeah, I guess through the quarry.
It says we see any invisible creatures. Do we see Elspeth?
It's not that she's invisible, it's that she's on the ethereal plane.
Oh, I see.
And also no, fuck you.
You'd also what?
I said no, fuck you.
Elspeth ain't here right now.
Come on. My God.
It's another revenant.
I asked.
So, following some instruction to head down to the south path of the mountain,
Yeah, we'll go south.
there is like you guys all live here, so you're relatively well-known. Little path that goes up here. It has like a little bench and an outlook that kind of looks over the city, and it's quite a beautiful area. Make out point type of thing. Or you could just walk up through the mountain through like the quarry is. What do you think, guys?
I believe
Oh, yes.
the south pass would be fine.
It's like the South Pass, but they always guarded the quarry.
Where does it have any guards?
The quarry ends right where the quarry ends. There's no path up to the mountain.
So there was a deep dive in the
No.
quarry. Is it just as shown? There was no hole into the
No
earth like
hole.
that?
No.
Oh, I made that up. Okay. That was my own
We've
visual
been over
thing.
this.
Yeah.
I thought there was like a little hidey hole before and it was deep into the tunnel. I don't know what this motion is, but I'm really
Why are
feeling
you
it's a motion.
doing with that? 2 fingers.
3, actually.
Oh,
You don't? You don't use 3 fingers?
I
What
don't
do you
have
mean?
to.
Oh, very fanciful. Yola with the snake penis. Okay. Noted. Noted. I didn't know you had it in you, Yola. Very fancy. Alright, yeah, South Pass sounds great. South Pass sounds great. There's too many S's in there. For little old man.
So stats.
So, alright. So you guys head down towards this area. Where is my
Loading.
document? Yeah.
Loading.
Baffling.
Something.
Just baffling.
Oh, yeah.
Andoli, Sky Blue Mountain. Okay, yes. So here we are.
Yes, I got mad too.
So-
It's good for it.
So yeah, you guys walk down to the area. You see the path that leads up the mountain. Known as the kind of mountain pass, I guess. You wind your way up, and you see a little bench, stone bench that kind of overlooks the city. A few trees around the area, and then you see like a smaller, little walking path that goes up the mountain, kind of like a hiking trail, basically. So assuming that you begin to follow that.
Yeah.
Lantern ahead. Who is leading?
I'll be leading.
Okay.
Brave, I'll be back.
But I'm just ready to rip the band-aid off, I'd rather be the one in the leads and the one in the back that get picked off,
Alright. So Byron, if you're
So who's in the back?
Kristoff's like,
It's like walking around like terrified.
Definitely.
slowly inching, like closer to the front.
Just kidding.
Get back, boy.
Gotcha.
Alright. So as you go up the mountain, following this path,
Wait, who's in the back?
it leads up about 300 feet as you guys begin to climb your way up. Slowly, single file. The path itself is relatively easy to traverse. There's lots of switchbacks back and forth. There's not a lot of steep inclines as you continue back and forth, back and forth.
Wouldn't we just fire quite straight up?
You could if you like.
Let's walk the path.
Let's walk the path until we can't walk the path anymore.
Pilgrimage.
Byron, roll me a perception check if you want to be.
If it's pleasure.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
That was a big fat joke.
She doesn't.
Oh,
But guidance.
oh, nice. Somebody can do it. That's great. What was it? Perception? Perceiving? Perceiving is believing, I believe.
Perceiving is believing.
That is a 9. Oops, that 11 plus 4 is 15.
Okay. 15. Okay.
Not great.
As you guys continue upward, Byron leading the way, finding the lantern ahead of you, shining it on your path, whole way up. You see it kind of gleaming off the edge of the mountain as you kind of come up to a section that is somewhat flat and kind of leads a little bit deeper into the mountain itself rather than kind of around the edge of it. Where eventually, as you continue, you see a particularly rigid-looking edge of the mountain itself, and as you have that glimmer and glimpse, you shine the lantern across it, where you see the mountain itself disappear under the veil of
Whoa.
the lantern's light, and where you see a passage that leads into the mountain that is hidden.
I love it.
As you see the illusion kind of disappear with the light and reappear if the light passes over.
Medlock. Okay, we're good. Speak friend and enter. Silly. No, don't worry about it. It's okay.
So yeah, beyond the illusion, you see like little 10 by 10 tunnel that descends into the mountain and into the darkness.
Doggily.
How do we know that this is the secret dungeon?
How many secret dungeons is there be inside the mountain, you know? If there's more than one, then you know what? 50-50. Or however many there are, you know, I was never good with numbers.
Let's try this one then.
Okay.
I'm going to use Path of Choice.
Are we stealthy?
Just in more or less just in case.
I wouldn't say no to a stealth thing. You know, go for an hour. Is it an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Might be a good idea.
Yeah, 10 by 10 tunnel, so you could walk side by
No.
side for two of you, I guess, if you really liked, or you could go single file.
Yeah, if Byron's in the front, it'd be Christoph, and you're directly behind.
Anybody want to sit up front with me?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's go timing.
Nothing can kill us, we're vampires.
Yeah, exactly. The two most, like, you know, pompous and, you know, self-confident people. They should be in the front.
Okay.
Sensible
Most
people.
important in the front.
Naturally, that's just how I would have worded it, Sven. Okay. Well, away we go. Into the pass.
Okay.
Without a trace.
So,
I got
are you guys stealthing then?
Yes.
Let's do stealth checks.
Come on, plate meal. Oh, it's only good as that.
That's a 37.
Oh,
37, yeah?
37.
32.
That's a 19. Nope. Sorry. Dirty 20. I will.
Plus the 12, that is a natural 20, so 32.
I also rolled a nat 20.
15.
I rolled a win.
Oh, well.
I rolled that tree.
And I got the 20.
What is it, plus 10, right?
Yeah.
My girl.
Pretty good.
I have plus 9.
Plus.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 15.
That'll do.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright, so as you guys begin to walk inwards, trying to stay as quiet as possible, as there's not a lot of cover, there's zero cover as you walk down this hallway. You see the floor and walls are made of large stone slabs. Portions of rock and dirt squeezed through these gaps between the monster stones, like about 5 by 5, like huge, big stones.
What are the stones on you?
The size of them stones.
As Byron and Damien, you guys continue forward. Are you using the lantern or are you putting it away, I guess? Because it does provide you with light.
I don't think we need it. But I'll hold it out just in case if there's another secret entrance on the secret entrance, you know.
Okay, so still shining it, like down the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. As you continue down, you hear the kind of like echoing down the chamber as you walk. Side by side.
Oh, it's the fucking huggers again. The huggers. Okay, now. There's a 15-foot gap.
How are we going to do this?
Byron and Damien, as you guys continue forward, your footsteps suddenly change in terms of the way that they sound for a moment as you hear the kind of like click as something slips. I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws. As you hear the cranking of a
I'm having
trigger of some kind at your feet as both of your feet slide down as the slabs of the floor give way, basically like a loose hinge.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
What did you get?
I rolled a 15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. God, I can't believe you job dice.
Yeah.
Jesus. So, Damien, you take 5 points of piercing damage, and you take 2, Byron, as your legs are basically clamped into, as like a hinge releases down, and you see spikes that are pointing the opposite direction, and your legs just go straight into these spikes and impale onto your foot.
Oh, watch out! There's a mighty bit over here.
Did they say there was going to be traps? It was 5. 5, right?
Yep.
5 for you, 2 for me.
Damien, you are restrained. Byron, you're able to pull yourself out before the hinge tries to close back upward, and closing back upward on your foot, Byron.
So what's what's
Pardon me,
happening? It's they're
Damien?
walking on the floor. Something gives way.
Like he stepped on it and the floor just
And
opened.
your leg goes back,
So your
goes
leg
through,
goes
and
through
then
it.
and then it like jams your leg up in it.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay,
Yeah, spring loaded.
got it.
Yeah, not great.
Would anybody mind stepping on that trigger again and get my leg out? Please?
Fine.
Let's say, for the sake of that, let's make a sleight of hand check.
With advantage because we know how it works.
Sleight of foot.
Sleight of foot.
Am I making the sleight of hand check, or is...
Yura can make it, and just regular, unless, Byron, you want to take some time to like try and analyze this mechanism to further understand
If
it.
you're, not dying immediately, I can take a minute to go in and analyze this. Analyze this.
No, take all the time you need.
Yeah, you don't need it. You're a vampire. Yeah, it's okay.
He's not going anywhere.
I'm gonna get down, get the magnifying glass.
Yeah. Okay, make me an intelligence check. You can add your proficiency for, this is definitely in your wheelhouse.
That is a 17.
Okay. Yeah. So you're understanding the subtleties of this. You're like, okay, just push it forward more, and then you have a moment before it's going to try to snap back up. So you're going to push it down, basically pull the leg out, and it'll pop back up.
Perfect.
So let's do a
got
sleight of
that.
hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you get advantage?
Oh.
Does he get advantage since he?
Like that.
Advantage, yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the success.
Not much better. 8.
Okay.
I can try.
You would probably be best at it. But,
Make me another dexterity saving throw, Damien.
oh, Damien, you're gonna
It's okay.
lose that leg.
No, it's fine. This is gonna be
I know
fine.
what it's like to live without a leg.
It's horrible. I don't want to do it. 7.
Okay, you take 8 points of piercing damage. As you feel your foot pull out, and as it pulls out, you instantly, want to put weight on it, and the trap trips immediately again and claps your foot yet again.
Oh, for the love of, I go up and
Now let's keep trying.
she'll try. Try to, yeah. It's a sleight of hand.
Are you going to try and take his foot out in
Yeah.
the same way? Yeah, sure.
Advantage.
Do I have to make another dexterity saving
She
throw?
fails.
We'll see.
Could Yura try and pull Damien out?
So 17.
Sure. With the assistance, I'll say as well, on top of which, putting his foot down, stripping the trap, and then yanking him backwards. No problem, guys. As you hear it kind of click or close really fast and hard.
That wasn't so bad. I'm only at 16 health. It's fine.
I'll make 10 good berries and give them to Damien.
Ooh. Just
Pac-Man?
leg crying.
So
Elspeth
so 10
turns into
HP
a visible
all.
ghost for a moment. You're like, ah!
Pac-Man, that's funny.
What are your max hit points?
29.
Okay.
So you guys made it about 30 or so feet, 20 or so feet maybe.
Good start.
All of your, or well, I guess at this point you guys could see far enough to the end of the tunnel where you see a large wall of iron carved into the face. Carved into this iron wall that basically is 10 by 10, that completely seals the end of the hallway. You see the face of a fanged creature with a snarling snout and ears like wings of a bat. Its face is almost completely covered in fur as deep, angular eyes stare terror down the length of the hall and into the hearts. As below you see this gaping maw with 4 large fangs protruding out as sharp as knives. A long, sharp tongue curls from the bottom of the 2 fangs with a bit of an inviting anticipation.
This is carved into the iron?
It's like the iron itself, yeah. It's a big like slab of iron with this carved into it.
That's on the far end.
Very end of it, yeah.
Okay. So, looking at the traps here, there's walls beside us, right? It's not just perpetual death on the sides.
There's like a very slight decline as you guys are walking, and then just walls all the way down.
Perfect. I will, like, we're able to walk on the walls.
You guys have spider climb.
Perfect. I'm walking on the walls. Probably more foot traps for the silly humans that might have found their way over here. Yeah.
Following Byron's lead.
Yeah, Fox have no more pitfalls.
I'm
nothing
still
like
going to be
that.
checking for traps and stuff.
Same.
Yeah.
Gonna be on the opposite wall.
Yeah, same.
Still looking for traps, but are you guys walking on the walls?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say for the sake of that, you can roll me in perception or investigation if you so choose. Those of you who are looking.
15.
Might as well. Doesn't hurt.
15?
Yeah.
16.
10.
Investigation.
Okay, why is it
Suppose
during our
plus
mob
4.
battle I was rolling like 20, 20, 20. Now it's like 1,
Yeah.
1, 5.
Well, now I was rolling like shit. Now I'm rolling 23s.
It's
33,
30, 20.
30, 20. Those are the highest.
Curse me.
So yeah, just Byron and Euro, you will notice the very subtle difference in the sort of coloration and style, I guess, of the particulars of the stone slabs that are that seem to have traps underneath them. There are 2 more sets ahead as you guys continue to walk, so there'll be 3 in total, and they are basically equally spaced out throughout the hallway.
But they're on the ground,
They're
they're
on the
not
ground.
onto the wall. So
Reminds me of in Squid Games when the guy could like see the light reflecting off of the glass and
Yeah.
he knew which ones to step on.
15 wasn't high enough?
that's cool.
Oh, okay.
But you guys do kind of clock that there are more. But as you're like walking along the walls, they are no harm to you. As you continue down to the end of the hallway, where you are now like standing kind of close by to this iron wall, iron
Maybe.
finish.
I would
Yeah.
also
Yeah, do we
like
know
to
what the-
investigate that for traps?
Is it Duster?
Is it monster?
Is it?
You guys can all roll me a religion check.
Religion!
I'm good at
Oh,
that.
that's fine.
I miss religion.
16.
10.
13.
12.
14.
17.
Highest one.
Collectively, you all feel in your jetties that this is indeed the god of which you worship, and their physical depiction that is typically documented.
Doesn't look like anything like the creature that I saw.
The creature that you saw? Oh,
Half-orc.
the orc? No, nothing like that. More bear and bat-like, like a snout to it with
Animalistic.
fangs, curling tongue that kind of like is inviting in some capacity.
I really want this tongue to like roll out so I can like walk into its mouth. I really hope that happens.
Oh, yeah.
How big is it?
Is it slowpoke style?
I picture it like huge.
Yeah, it takes up the whole wall. It's literally like 10 by 10. But other than that, you see like no other way to go.
Right, they should
Can I
go.
check for traps?
Edit that.
Check the door for traps.
Worst you've ever done.
Check the door. Okay, yeah, let's roll me an investigation check.
Not good. Natural 1.
No,
For a 7.
Can I look around for like
Plus 6
any
is great for investigating.
like lever mechanisms or like buttons?
Roll me an investigation check. Yeah, you're not going to get anything for that,
That's
unfortunately.
not one.
Well, we're not meant to find any
You guys
buttons.
are doing the absolute minimum to look at it, as perhaps maybe there is a fear of actual existing trap whilst you're searching,
I try?
whatever the case might
To
be.
be honest, Evanora doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, go for it.
She's just like, it's fine.
Investigation.
Yep.
Ooh! 18.
18. So, Christoph, you're kind of eyeing this up. It takes you a moment, but you see that there's indication in the supporting structure and the area to suggest that this iron wall is actually a doorway. You notice stains of dried blood along the tips of the lower fangs and on the tongue itself. You see no apparent lever or any, key or door handle or anything like that otherwise.
I'll walk up to it and I'll put my finger on it, on the prick
Okay.
of
It's
the fang,
razor sharp, instantly draws blood.
and then I'll along the tongue with my finger.
Okay.
That's what I've done too, yeah.
Yeah. As you do this,
Oh, sorry, I didn't tell anyone. I think it's a door.
so as you do this, you feel the kind of cold iron. As you put your blood onto the tongue, you see the tongue tilt slightly as the door swings gently open.
Lovely.
With this kind of great weightiness to it.
Open inward or outward?
Inward.
Fire cook.
Through the door,
Fire cut was out.
through this iron wall, I guess, you see a room that is longer than it is wide, maybe about 20 by 40, formed of perfectly carved stone blocks. It's a 20-foot high ceiling. In the center of this room, you see a large 10 by 10 square area where there is no floor, but instead you see a black soil of sorts, kind of shimmering as if wet.
Do I get any kind of feeling from the black ooze that's on my body when coming close to this black sludge?
Oh.
If you're walking in, you would notice, Wick, that these are two, they're one and the same.
Oh, make a big beastie of it.
You see, as you guys kind of enter the room a little bit, so again, the perimeter is stone, and then in the center is this square of black soil. There are stains of blood around the stone area, especially from the iron wall to the edge of the black soil, and the stains seem to disappear into the black soil itself. There are mixtures of old and new blood. The black soil itself is thick, moist, clumpy, and wet like dirt, as you guys have realized that this is indeed some dark ooze. It seems to not give a fuck that you are there, or move, or interact, or anything like that.
Whatever we have, it is just stone with the black ooze all over it.
It's more like a pit in the middle of the room, in it's flush with the floor, but instead it's just this perfectly square
it's a whole
section.
I got you.
Are they feeding it?
Maybe.
I feel like it might be a trap.
It's a lot of blood.
It's a lot of black ooze.
I forgot
somehow.
Does meat have spider climb too or no?
No. Is he following in?
Oh my god, meat. Yeah, he would have triggered. He just triggers everything on the way down.
Well, meat just... Hang on. Actually, I got a strength. Is he just a gangly little ghoul?
Very.
I'll carry him.
You're carrying him?
Carrying him up.
Let's say good then.
He's trying to fight me no.
His first roll was not very good, so
Bad
I'll just
meat.
assume he's being carried that way.
I was gonna say, spoiled meat.
Spoiled meat.
This meat has expired.
Yeah, meat is just kind of...
So, do we feed it to get access to the next little bit, or is this...
I don't think. Well, what is there a door on the other side?
There's nothing, just a stone chamber, and then this square circle, essentially, or square circles,
You should jump through. I bet you that
square pit,
It's
rather.
a layer, and then
stone
you jump
ceiling.
in, and it
Okay.
you plop on the other side.
Okay, meat.
Yeah.
I was like, who's gonna go
Meat,
first?
you're just going to do this, okay? I love you so much. Meat. I love you. Look at you and your little breathing problems. Look at you.
I like a pug.
Okay, yeah.
It's just a human with no nose.
Yeah.
I look at it with pure disgust.
I'm going to tie all of my rope ends to it.
Okay.
Tying all the nice loose ends. And then I will be like, okay, Daddy loves you very much, meat. And then
We know that it, but
And then
sorry.
Eats
we
flesh,
sacrifice
right?
it to the
Well,
humans.
yeah, it
but
does.
he's a ghoul.
undead, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're undead too. We know that it has no effect on us because he's carrying
He's
it on his
wearing
back.
it like a fucking cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I couldn't make you anything. I'd eat it alive, whatever different is. Yeah. So good, you'll be fine, right? No meat. Okay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna walk kind of to the edge where the black ooze and the floor meet. And I'm gonna put my hand on it.
You're good. You're good. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Sorry. What? Just messing around there.
I'm gonna get down on my kind of like on a knee and put my hand on it and try to connect with this black ooze, similar to how I connected with the one I'm currently wearing.
You start rolling dice, be careful.
Secret ooze.
So your venom now is what you're doing.
Yeah. Symbiote.
So as you kind of put your hand down towards it, you feel the bulk of this, like medium-sized creature worth of ooze on you begin to like fall away from you and begin to merge with the existing material that is there before eventually it is completely gone. And there's just slightly
I put my
more.
one arm on him.
Let them back.
If you love something, you set it free, right?
Can I try to pull? Like, it's like the whole mass is still there though. Like not the. So I'm gonna try to pull. I'm gonna try to pull it up, like almost like marionette style. So try to pull up some of the.
Roll me a strength check.
Ooh.
No, that's a
Pull that. Ooh.
4.
So as you kind of like try to put your hand on it and kind of try to
Is that what you were doing?
pull
Putting
it
your hand
upward.
on?
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
And then it kind of the one that kind of.
The sheer volume and mass of this largely connected tissue or organism of some kind is so far beyond your capability to lift out of it. It is nearly impossible.
That's not good.
Okay. Daddy loves you, mate. See you on the other side. Yeet!
So you just push me into this. Okay. As he kind of flops into it, his body rolls across it essentially a little bit as it's dense enough to hold weight for a moment before he begins to very slowly sink like quicksand. As he's kind of
Like Gollum.
It's okay, mate. It's okay. I'll see you down there. You gotta make a noise, okay, when you get down there.
Someone just did.
Terminator.
you're feeling like the rope pulling further and further. How much rope do you have?
I snagged some, I think, from
50.
the other things. Yeah.
50 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wait for almost a full 2 minutes before you feel the tension. Roll me a strength check or athletics check, actually.
Well, you getting pulled in, bro?
Got him over it, I'll be fine.
So 7 plus... Yeah, okay. That is 1 plus 7 plus 4 is 12.
Okay, the rope is pulled out of your hands and sucked in.
I'm coming, mate! I'm jumping in!
Okay, you leap in.
Hero's gonna jump into
I
it.
was gonna say, I feel like
No! Me too, coming!
Jumping into a big pool of molasses just
Exactly.
We die, we live.
slowly starts to drag you downward. Is everybody jumping in?
Yep, I am at least.
I got my suit on.
I'm gonna take a big breath first.
Okay,
And then jump.
jumping in. Is anybody not, I suppose?
I'm not gonna.
I'm awake.
I'm walking in.
Okay, you just slowly
Sways in like...
Yeah.
Like Jesus for a few seconds.
You're just
Yeah, and
just straight up just walking with.
Yeah, so you and Wick kind of opposite walk into
I
the
budge
center.
it. Or I cannonball.
You cannonball.
Breaks your belly flop right on
It's quite high. You slowly start to sink down.
I'm gonna send a message to Byron.
Okay.
Are you alive?
I see darkness.
Yeah, you are basically slowly being sucked downward at a very slow pace. You need not breathe as you are vampires.
Oh, right.
So you do not suffocate.
Right.
But the duration of this takes about 2 minutes before Byron being the first one in. You find your legs, all of a sudden, there is nothing below them, and you are kind of kicking. I need you to both make me an acrobatics check.
Acrobat, that is not the right one. There we go. Ooh, that's not great. That is dirty 20. That is good.
Okay. So yeah, you as you are slowly like coming out, eventually, most of your body is free and it's just kind of like your head and your shoulders. Eventually, the weight of gravity just pulls you down as you kind of thud down, land super soft onto a large pile of this like dark ooze that is in the center of a circular room where you see 4 passages that surround the exterior of the circular room, where in the center this large pile of dark ooze, you're like on top of Meat, who's just kind of laying on his back with the rope like loose around his chest.
Meat! I love you, buddy!
The foul smell, or inviting smell, however you perceive it, of death, decay, and blood hangs heavily in the stale air below this dark ooze. As you see like the odd kind of drip, you see a glow of red that emanates from down a hallway from a larger chamber beyond. Northward, you see a staircase that descends downward. Eastward, you see a passage that has collapsed and is kind of in the process of being recovered, as you see rubble that fills the space beyond about 30 feet or so, and is in the process of being cleared as you catch glance of several gnarled creatures of humanoid appearance, ghouls as well. Their naked bodies covered in like patches of bone and whatever cloth might still be attached to them, and their fresh kind of ghastly mixture of pale and purples and pinks and open wounds that bleed black. Their teeth sharpened in fangs as they kind of like one of them like holding a big boulder and just kind of heaving it aside for a moment. You see a western passage where you're right. The passage that leads down, where you see this red glowing light beyond in a larger room, and in the south, you see a braced door that is set with strong wood. As eventually, Christoph, Yura, and Wick, I'll need you guys to roll me athletic or acrobatics checks as well. As you see your companions begin to drop down as well. Christoph, you pass, landing without harm. Yura is pretty heavy landing. On top of it, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you thud down, and 9. Vic, you also take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as
I'll
you
roll
thud down.
for holding, since I'm holding pass without trace as well. Okay, so pass.
I'll keep sending messages to Byron until he lands.
I've made it. It is kind of icky down here, but you know what? I kind of feel like we're meant to be here. It's got the smell of je ne sais quoi,
So it's safe on the other side of the pool.
At least for now, there's some coupley gnarly.
There's nothing I should be aware of.
No, I don't. I think what we're facing is undead, so it could be like a friend, to us. It could be like a
Okay, I'll jump.
oh yeah, like a.
I follow because I know Damien won't do anything without.
Reassurance.
You guys both go in as well. As your bodies are slowly sucked down through this ooze, eventually I will call for an acrobatics check from you guys as well.
Very cool if you could have warned me about the 10-foot drop.
23.
20.
Yeah, you're not actually so good about it.
Land softly as all 6 of you plus Meat are standing now in this circular room surrounded by passages, one of them again blocked, one of them with a strong door, and one of them that is a staircase, and then another one where you see it heads down a tunnel, and then where a glow of red light emanates from a larger room. And at that moment, that's where we'll take a quick break.
Cool.
All right, so as we come back from break, and you guys find yourselves in the central chamber of this underground stone tomb of some sorts.
Cool as fuck.
You hear the kind of like of several of these other ghouls around the area, and again you see a room down at the very end of the hall in this direction here, glowing red with light.
Is that meat? It is meat. I love meat.
Right.
You can do my ones of those.
Jenny.
Jenny. I love you, Jenny.
I love you, Jenny. Mate.
Alright, I will be striking up the lantern.
Okay.
To see if there's any revealing.
The ghouls kind of like
Do you not leave me like that?
you hear a voice coming down from this direction here. Who's there then? You see
Hated that.
this
That man just shut his minutes.
I was like him coming. That's what it sounded. You just kept going.
you see this
Fresh meat.
Sorry, man.
Zombie vinegar strokes.
There's something in the air.
you see this
Got him! Got him!
Rocks follow die.
No, I promise I'm not waiting for you to say something so I can say that.
Get it out.
So you see this room beyond this hallway, where you see several tables pushed together, dividing one half from the other, where across you see a large figure atop a kind of small stone-like altar, I guess. You hear a voice. Well, come on then! Come in!
I just wanted to make sure
That
we were done first.
Just a voice emanating from this area here. You'll see this small, short, balding head, sort of gray hair, set with glass goggles that are kind of resting atop it. Filthy apron covered in tattered, worn and tattered and covered in blood. You see pouches that hang with several tools and other belts and things like that from them. Well, come on!
Yep, yours no accord.
Mine is waited.
Goes and like sits back down at the table and kind of like, here. As you guys are walking down into this room.
I believe this is your far.
Alright, I think we're coming in. Item.
So, as you guys do,
You'll be in.
you see a door on your left as you walk down the hallway. You see a series of long tables pushed together that divide the room from across the other. Across the tables are bones and carcasses of the dead. Goblets of blood sit stained and unkempt amid the fresh and old victims. A magical glow of red firelight illuminates the chamber from a series of orbs that are around the room. The far side of the room you see a sculpture, realistic in form, of a savage, bestial, bear-like creature of large proportion with hooked claws, of black and large bat-like wings, and you know this to be Nostra. As you see this,
Just say that.
as you see this small gnomish individual, and now as you get closer and you enter the room, you also see around the room on either side you see skeletal figures adorned with rusted armor and rusted blades and shields. You see another individual who you recognize in Rachelina sitting at the table, just softly like chewing on something in her hand. You see like a bone in one hand and just meat at the end of the stick and just kind of... you also see
Me and Neef both lick our lips at the sight of this woman.
you see a slender and seductive individual, female. You can tell by the ears that are kind of hair pulled behind them. You see that they were once an elf, but now a vampire. As you see them the fangs protruding from their lip. Hair is white and long, and with shades of black and purple. As you see slender purple eyes that glitter and sparkle from below her long hair, and accentuate the curved angles and cheekbones of her face.
It's
Davina?
no, what's her name? Castlevania.
Oh.
Carmilla.
Carmilla.
That's the vibe I get.
So the small gnome creature, small vampire gnome, kind of.
So, these are the champions or the marked ones, are they? Come. Sit, drink, enjoy. The festivities will yet begin.
Ooh, a party.
It's our goblet of blood.
Across the table, it's gross,
Right,
but there is bodies, bones, goblets of partially coagulated, partially filled blood. You see Rachelina just hold up a glass and kind of...
I thought you were human.
Oh, and I can't partake. I told you this one was irritating. Never mind. See the very sort of seductive-looking, tall, elven vampire stand up. Not bad at all. Oh, success.
She has an accent indeed.
You have made your way here.
What is it?
Successfully, although some of you are not in full capacity. No matter.
I tuck my hair behind my ear, showing my half-elven ears.
I hurt my leg.
Was she looking at me when she said not in their full capacity?
No, Damien, as in, yeah, freshly
Oh.
wounded.
I will like
Oh.
my legs
Oh,
up and out of shape.
it's a child. Interesting. Where's the other? Oh, and the other snake brother. Shame.
Alas, yes.
Would have been useful for the tasks at hand. Come forward. Step before Nostra.
I'm gonna like turn around and then quickly pull out my perfume of bewitching and go.
While he's doing that, you're just gonna immediately walk up to her.
No one can see it, but Kristoff looks over and Elspeth is like screaming and like is stomping her feet. She's so fucking angry right now. It's for me. But no one can see that. Just
Welcome all of you to the Blood Ring. You have finally made it.
The blood ring. This is a ring of a place of blood. Is that what it is?
It's,
Right now, this is why I don't. You know this.
are you ready to take your oaths and give yourselves to the Deathwalkers now that you have proven yourselves quite worthy?
I give myself to you. Yeah, hold 100%.
But of course,
That's
madam.
so, Byron.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, it is. I don't think I've been properly introduced to you, my little white lady.
Should probably shorthand these because I haven't actually fucking played this game. Thalma.
Falma. Jinkies.
As you see a mark as you shake her hand on her left wrist.
Seems we were meant to be together, meant to find each other.
Maybe we shall see. Step forward before the statue of our Lord and Savior, Nostra.
Now we sure about these. Oh God, what do we call them? Assorted ones.
I think champions is the word you used earlier.
I did say that. Very well, very well. Go through with it, Velma.
Phil was guilty.
Align yourselves. So as she
Get a medal.
calls for you to step in front of the statue, and she kind of stands up, puts her hand like around the bestial head of this creature, and just kind of strokes it by the ear.
Hey, Rachelina.
That one is Velma. Rachelina's the little gremlin-y person, I
With the
think.
blood all over her, though.
Yeah.
It's a great paint job. You should look at
Wait, what?
Rachelina's paint job is so fucking good.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was wicked.
The maid. The blood spatter on the apron is so good.
Welcome to our faith of the Deathwalkers. As you see our symbol, and above Nostra, you now see, like in blood, just a skull that is painted in blood, like dripping fresh from the walls, essentially. This faith is devoted to the god of undeath, Mora, Nostra. The god vampire that serves to bring those with the gift of life into the land of the dead. And the Deathwalkers, we skirt that line. Necromancers, vampires, servants of the undead will be drawn to us. Wherever undead roam unchecked, we are surely found. Are you ready to take your oaths and give yourselves to Nostra?
Almost too quickly, Baron goes like, yes, yes, of course, yes, yes.
But of course.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Excellent.
Are the vibes? Can I get a vibe check? Are the vibes weirdly accurate? Like, they're probably off, but are they like off in like a I'm expecting them to be off kind of way?
Do we feel like a trapped animal?
Well, you asked that question. Yeah.
Well, looking around the room, you see yourselves outnumbered, possibly outmatched, and without knowledge of an escape or exit. As you see Rachelina smiling,
I take note of an escape or exit immediately.
drinking up a goblet of blood, swirling it. You see this crazed, like, gnomish individual, like...
Yes, yes.
And you see Velma just standing there atop, stroking the head. Excited look on her face.
It's just a vehicle.
And the ten
And
like,
the
skeletons around the room.
skeletons, sure.
I guess Meat is like somewhere with his homies in the
Whatever.
hallway behind.
Those are the only three
Yes.
NPCs.
Well, if we are ready for our oaths,
Just
repeat
say-
after me.
Okay, sorry, go. Yeah. Do we get like a title when we do this, or?
Yeah, I like titles.
You will be amongst the elites. You will be invited into our blood circle.
Because it's a sound.
The blood.
Repeat after me.
After me.
I am the flow of death.
I am the flow of death. Yeah. And
I am one with the undeath.
I am one with the undead.
All life is fuel for the dead.
All life is the fuel for the dead. Oh, undead? Oh fuck, I thought that one up. I did too, I think.
Repeat after me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All life is fuel for the dead.
All life is fuel for the dead.
Better.
That was better, yeah. That sounds so good.
If I should be destroyed, My soul belongs to the Lord of Undeath, and may it forever be bound to their will.
Can we cut that one up and get
If I should
If I should
be destroyed,
be destroyed,
my soul
my soul
belongs to the Lord of Undeath,
belongs to the Lord of Undeath,
and may it be forever
and may it be forever
bound to their will.
bound to their will.
May Lord Nostra guide me henceforth.
May Lord Nostra guide me henceforth.
As each of you feel this moment, would you all to make me a Constitution saving throw as you feel your mark of Nostra begin to sear
Oh my gosh.
with pain.
My whole back.
You see it become red with blood. Constitution saving throw.
17.
17.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Absolutely nasty 20.
20.
The filthiest 21.
21.
A respectable 16.
16.
Sweet 16.
18.
Just 18.
Okay, you guys all maintain consciousness as you feel this massive surge of adrenaline and so you guys each will gain a point of inspiration as you are now servants to our Lord Nostra. May your souls be ever condemned to their fate to serve him for all time.
And also with you.
Yeah, literally. That's the vibe, for sure.
What are you doing with all the time in the world, you know? Maybe you could make it a time. Byron?
We have no time, unfortunately.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, business first.
I'm pretty busy. I got like a full schedule. That's fine.
Excellent, excellent. Time to go over the details. Next, we must work on our next. There is still work to be done, and the 6 of you will prove worthy of this task. Yes, indeed. And there, maybe then our Lord Creve will see it fit to see you in person.
More tasks. Great.
Lord himself.
Yes, yes. Albeit this one of the more important things as we look towards the future and the night of all death. Velma, walk them through it.
Of course. You are required to seize something that has come to our attention via our resources, Miss Mayflower. A shipment of holy water is set to arrive in the city soon, this weekend. On this shipment is more holy water that we can bear for ourselves. It must not enter the central district. It must be destroyed. They are set to arrive on the southern docks sometime in the next 2 days.
So, that's it? That's the only task?
For now, yes. This is all that Lord Creve has requested of you, chosen. We have other things to do, wrangling up the cattle. As what I've noticed from your escapades, that there is no shortage of, and that is people fleeing the city. This we cannot allow. We must corral the cattle. So, complete this task. The best way to destroy this holy water I will leave unto you, but be sure that it does not enter this city, for with it a weapon that will be handy at destroying our kind and harmful to our desired tasks.
If I may, do we know who's supposed to be accepting the shipment?
There will be plenty of guards, I imagine. This is of the utmost importance. Now that, of course, Tuan is out of the way, your task will be made that much easier. Be wary, though, of the Guildmaster. He is still a force of power himself.
Probably happen sometime in the daytime if they were smart.
Depends what time the ship reaches the docks. They'll want
Yes.
to move it as fast as they can.
But if they move it at night, they risk, losing it altogether.
Our sources have told us that it will assuredly arrive in the evening, so we have that much of an advantage.
That is
We
good.
have arranged. Be sure that you are there, well prepared for the fight, and that not one drop of this holy water enters the city.
I have an idea of what we could do. So blow it up,
Yes, of course.
After this return, and I'm sure that we will see what happens with you and our most glorious Lord Creve. For something great is coming. Something great is coming.
The way you talk about Creve, like you guys a thing or something, or is that on the table? Or, like, you've got alternative, variety is the spice of life. That's what I like to say. I'm very, well educated, too. Okay, but your eyes are piercing me right now, and I feel very vulnerable, and I don't know if I like it.
I'm legit looking at you the same way.
I'm locked in eyes with this one.
Mademoiselle, please ignore this girl.
I just imagine fire. I don't know if I like it. No, wait.
I love it.
Know that if you are slain now in this task, your souls will still be purposeful. Never shall you reach tributary now, blessed ones. Welcome to the Blood Circle and the Deathwalker cult.
I'm into it, yeah.
May I ask you a question?
What?
What do you know of a half-orc sorcerer traveling around with a bunch of ghouls?
More than you, I'm sure.
Well, that is obvious.
You will meet Darktooth on your own account.
Darktooth.
I'm sure he is out finding more.
Is he related to Dark Knight?
Recently very busy converting most of them as wasted quarry workers. Sad news. What happened to Brock? I did like him. Strong, powerful man. I was deeply upset when I found out that he was killed.
I mean, to be fair, he did, was part of the reason of why Yuri died.
Yes.
So that's still us,
One might say blood for blood.
You will see more of this.
I'm sure there'll be vampire against vampire crime all the time now.
Only the strongest are meant to be service to our Lord Grief.
And we are here.
This
If your
Darktooth-
brother was too weak to
Oh,
consider
that-
him a worthy sacrifice.
That's a soul spot.
And that's why Brock's not here either.
Yes.
This Darktooth, is he undead as we are?
No. He's like that one. She gestures towards Rachelina, who kind of like... They have not been given the same gifts and privilege that we have.
I see that, and I give her a nasty little smirk.
Rachelina kind of like, we serve a different purpose.
Yeah, I believe we covered that you serve the purpose of food for the dead.
We're doing that oath. Remember? All life. Remember that.
It's not wrong.
These ones.
A little boy like slap.
You see Rachelina kind of like just gathering arcane energy in her hand, kind of. You see the like of cold. Velma's kind of like, not so fast, Rachelina. We need them.
Lord Creed would not be happy with you if you destroyed his chosen.
I do not think that he would mind tremendously, but a setback that we should likely avoid. Save your petty disputes for another time, and focus on the tasks at hand.
How do we get out of here?
Nigel, did you show some way out? Of course, I've got them.
Is there an easier way in
Yes, of
as
course.
well? Mm-hmm.
Simpler to get out.
And in?
Yes, longer.
No.
Before we leave, I'm gonna pull out kind of like a piece of paper. You talked about cattle. I have a diagram here of how I arranged my blood bags. Something on a mass scale could be suffice.
Naivety of the youth. Keep your doodles with you, child.
It's the equivalent of like a crayon drawing and being like, I made this.
Oh, I think this could help.
That's very nice. We'll put it on the fridge.
Alright, so Feldman, like our people will be in touch with your people, yeah? Okay.
We are the same people at this point. No, though, the young one, Rick, that if we are successful, there will be no need for such trivial devices.
How are we gonna keep them in then?
I believe all life will be consumed by the negative ooze.
How are we to feed?
The whole point is that Ann's going to become the, epicenter of the long death, right?
I wouldn't worry about those details until they come around. Focus on the tasks at hand. They are of the utmost importance, and all else beyond remains to be revealed.
Okay. Keep your secrets, little crazy lady.
Fine.
That was the note.
I am no lady.
Oh, my mistake.
If you want, I will shove my small nose cock down your throat.
Oh, that
Let's
won't
do the
do
reading.
Please. No, that's not for me. Actually, thank you. It's a sincere and honestly apology.
Meat's like,
He's a bit of a side thing, see. Yeah.
Meat at the sound of cock.
Nigel, nobody
Smells like,
wishes to see that again. If you're looking for that sort of thing, you can go talk to Coat. No. I will show you the exit. Come. It's down through the ghoul pits. Oh, keep your hands to yourself. They certainly bite.
Oh, meat's home.
Me, a single, like, gross, disgusting tear rolls down Meat's face.
Just a big
Ew.
As the small gnome, who now you know as Nigel,
Nigel.
begins to head his way down the hallway and gestures for you to follow him along. Velma waves to you. Rachelina kind of like flips you off.
I give her the finger back.
I'm going to eat that finger.
Not before I eat yours.
That was my thing.
Yeah, no, he did stay into the whole, like, eating the finger thing. Alright.
Come. Just down this way. As he points towards the staircase in the central chamber. As long as you guys are following, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he leads you down the staircase about 40 feet before it ends with a short stone hallway which gradually turns into an unfinished cavern. You hear the kind of like of small amounts of moisture dripping around the area. You see the ceiling of walls now turns to rock and dirt as it opens into this low cavern. The stench of death is strongest down here most of all, as the air is even thicker and the taste of blood even heavier, as you hear the sound of dark incantations of a voice beyond. That can be heard echoing from around the area. Evanora, you would recognize the sound of this voice as the orc who you met earlier in the woods.
She tenses right up, like.
Around you see dozens and dozens of these ghouls, bodies lining the edges and the walls and the exterior of this chamber. You see piles of bones. You see meat like picking through. Seems like, in a bit of a tussle with one other ghoul over like the remaining meat on one bone kind of a thing. As you are led down a tunnel and Nigel begins to kind of point downwards.
There, follow this all the way. It will lead you to the woods somewhere near the cemetery. From there you can find your way back to it. Be careful not to go too far.
So when you do the cemetery, that means that it's likely that I'm hypothesizing here, but it's likely that someone part of this jibber jab turned us. Quick getaway to the graveyard, right?
Okay. Oh, hurry along and best of luck with your preparations.
Thanks, Nigel. Good luck with the insanity and whatnot.
I hope you find your dad.
Merci, Nigel. I like him.
I didn't like him, lad. You liked
I
him.
like him.
I don't know.
He was gonna skull fuck you.
He was going to start fuck me. I think that might be my biggest, gripe. Gripe was the man? Yeah, that was a good word choice. It was gripe. Yeah, no, I didn't know what to put it, the English word for it, yeah. It was gripe. I didn't like it, man.
So this shipment's coming in on the southern docks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometime in the next few days.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys, yeah.
And for it to touch their, I think they're concerned about the holy water literally
Touching land.
touching land.
So we have to blow it up while it's still
This is
coming.
where you
water,
guys will
on
come out.
water.
Somewhere
Shatter would be
in the
good
woods
to
over
like
here.
blow a hole
I
in
can-
the
This is the
mouth.
South Docks.
I can get us walking over the water.
I'd rather not do
I don't
that.
want to take that
No,
chance.
me either.
No, there might be a wave and then we're fucked.
I would take that
Oh, I
chance.
think we're okay as long as it's not running water. It's got to be like a river, right?
Yeah, what
Just a
about
lake.
the sky cloud lake?
Matt
Pretty
did,
sure
Matt
they
did tell
can.
us that if we die, if we were.
Did
Oh, that
Did one of you, you the only, spellcasters,
Lake
right?
water
Who
does
also has spellcasting? Did one of you take, like, the fireball? Can you shoot one of them?
No,
You didn't take the fireball.
no. I only had one choice.
And it wasn't fireball?
It wasn't fire.
What the fuck did you take? What did you take? It was slow.
It just seemed more fitting.
I can make her shoot fire arrows.
I have firebolt.
We need,
There's a
I
good
have one
chance
of-
my chaos bolt might be fire.
There's a 1 in whatever chance.
But we know that Grace won't light anything. You tried that already.
is there a way to get to, like, alchemist fire or something?
We could make some.
Start.
Yeah, it's a long, dark walk through this tunnel, so you guys have plenty of time to discuss before you even reach the surface.
So we could get something onto the ship that we could
Or,
set on
you
fire.
know what? I wonder if there's any, like, cannons or battlements around.
Brian, this is kind of your district, is in your houses right here, and the south side docks are of the utmost peace. They're far more peaceful than the west side, which is, usually a lot of
Yeah,
gruff
fucking-
fishermen and, people
And-
coming in and what have you.
Pickpocket Sally.
Yeah, exactly. The south side docks are far more
What was her
peaceful,
name?
but where a lot of, like, larger shipments come in, because there's a direct route through and this main street and into Central, where the Merchants Guild is and all that sort of stuff. So there's like arrivals usually come up, somewhere on this area, and are brought thusly.
Do you have
Interesting.
Do you have an inn, Mora, with the alchemist?
What?
Do you have an inn with the alchemist?
No. Talk to those potion heads.
Do you know someone who could acquire?
Can you make it?
It's going to take a while, won't it? How long will that take? We only have 2 nights.
What if we just destroy the docks and they can't park?
They're going to go to the western
Yeah,
docks.
so we'll just go to the western. We should make it so that
You need to destroy
the
it.
western.
What?
They can't get to the south side. They're like, where the fuck are we supposed to go?
Well, we need to go. We need to turn around that, I guess.
Well, honestly, they're coming in the evening. We wait under the docks.
We need to destroy it somehow.
Now, I like this plan. Can I make a catapult of sorts? With the next 2 days on my hands.
Maybe. It is the night of Eve's Day, as in tomorrow morning is after day.
And then it's going to be...
And then they potentially will arrive that night.
So we only
have a day.
But you don't need to technically sleep, so you could work all night. And see how far you can get.
Do you need a long rest?
You'll need, materials to do
Like
so
a short
and all that
rest.
sort of stuff, of course, but...
That's it.
Why don't we?
Sure.
But
Why don't we get on the
potentially,
ship and then convince the captain to go somewhere else?
With us on?
Just to take it somewhere else. Say like, Lieutenant, we'll kill you if you don't.
Never kill them anyway.
That.
But, I think our main plan should be to sink the whole thing, And I would hate to sink it with one of us on it.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah, well, nose goes. I'm not going on there.
Yeah, they're not that sacrifice.
I will go on the boat if need be.
Alright.
We'll go on the boat.
I can't lose another snake brother.
We've not lost any. I am the one who lost a brother.
I know. But he was a good friend of mine.
Brother.
Brother. That's right.
No,
But not brother. Yeah, okay. We're going to get into technicalities. Yeah, sure, okay? It's not like he was a part of me or something, okay? Don't you fuck my brother. I didn't fuck him. We had a very romantic night. We held hands once. I didn't fuck him. He fucked me. What we did was make love.
Please can you be canon? Please.
Biden's a free spirit and
his forked tongue was just too much.
it was too much.
That's so fucking funny. You fucked yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Fucked up,
gotta fuck something.
Gotta fuck something.
God's gotta eat.
Dog's gotta
Wolf.
Yori was aggressive as he was very gentle.
What? What?
I was like, that music is just too Heart of Mora now. It's just ingrained into my Heart of Mora
I'm
vibes.
sorry if it was a good time.
I'm sorry if everyone had fun.
I'm sorry if it was just 2 years. 2 years. 2 years
of my life.
2 years of my life. No, I think I might be able to make like a catapult kind of thing pretty quickly, if I had the time and the places and the material.
The fire arrow deal is pretty cool.
Fireball.
But maybe we could make it
We need fuel source to ignite.
fire arrow of a
You
catapult,
can just
don't
make
you?
them.
Pretty much.
It is a good idea, but it will catch
They can
fire,
put that
but
out.
it might not
We
go
need
down.
something that's going to be difficult to put out. So I could fire one, but we need like a fuel source to keep it going.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be able to put that out really quick.
But no one's gonna be on the ship, right?
They're coming in. I feel like there's.
I have a way for
None
us
of us
to.
are gonna
Oh
be
yeah, no.
I have a way for up to 8 of us can walk across water for an hour to get
I'm
to
not
the
going
boat.
on water. I'm pretty sure we all should.
I would do it. I'm just saying. I would do
I'm not.
Okay.
Well, it's
get
worth
around
noting that as you guys are like going down this tunnel as well, there are every so often you'll be passed by like a ghoul who's just dragging a dead body down the tunnelway.
Oh,
Just getting fresh courses.
We dropped Meat off, right? Back with his brethren, or is he with us?
Yeah, he's at the daycare.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you guys. If you wanted to keep
What
him
do
on
you
his
want?
lead and take him with you,
He's your
it's up to you.
child.
He's your
I
child.
want meat.
Oh.
I like to think meat had like a moment.
What do I choose?
Where he had like his hands on
I was
the
like-
bone that he was fighting with another ghoul and was like,
It's okay, meat. You can stay.
Keep your son. I lost mine today too.
knowing in his heart that there's probably far more bounty to be, taken as Splendor if he comes along with you guys.
Yeah. Won't be fighting for scraps. I'll give you the juiciest leg bone out of the time.
Juiciest gods.
The juiciest of course.
Yeah, Meat passes one of his
Three
fellow
passes
ghouls and he's like,
3 dicks to the wind.
3 dicks to the wind.
So here, 3 dicks to the wind.
In his mouth.
The best time of his life.
And like, I picture him like bubble gum on the ship.
Oh my god.
So we know what the plan is, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
I might go down to construction yard. I don't think that people will be showing up to work tomorrow, so I might just, get whittling, get going.
No one has any. No one has shatter.
I have shatter,
Try to get some alcohol or
but
something.
I have to wait for 60 feet. Can't do it, when they're so far out. I can still do it, but I want something that can sink it 120 feet away or something, like that.
yeah, construction yard would be a great place to build a catapult.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably conjure up a tidal wave to push it out.
Push it down.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad. I like that plan. I think we should have contingencies, though.
I think we just pummel it. Fire arrows, tidal wave, shatter.
Fireball.
I'll stand there.
With your one hand.
My one hand.
Fuck you!
Middle finger up.
Keep shaking, boy.
Throw some daggers in the water.
Yeah, I'll try to cut through the net. Can't,
His fucking face like, God damn it, I hate this.
It's been 3 years and I won't forget. It wasn't even me, actually, so I should probably let go.
I know.
I vote for pummeling it. Everything we have in our arsenal.
I will give it a try. I'll try to make a catapult just in case, but...
I'll catapult help at least.
So
Okay,
should
thank
we stay at your place, Byron, since it's closer?
Yeah, I like that plan.
Yeah, you can stay in your bed.
I will never touch that bed again. I would rather sleep like this in the chains that aren't being used down in the basement.
Well, the chains are being used in the basement by holding up the legs.
I don't even have my own chains anymore. What is happening?
Well, if you want to sign the deed over to me, I'll take it off your hands.
I would rather burn it to the ground.
Rick's obsessed with just getting property.
He is accumulating property.
Wants
Free real estate right there.
Slumlord wing.
And
You
so then
said
structures.
Byron is like a slumlord.
It's like a slime lord, yeah.
I learned it from you.
So to the construction yard?
To the construction yard, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
we pass by the market. I want to look for like alcohol or like alchemist fire or something.
Okay, but we're coming. We're
as
coming
a
out.
reminder, you guys raided the fuck
We're
out
coming
of
out of the
the
graveyard.
Eastern
Yeah.
Market
We're all the way down.
last night.
I thought we were just like reading stuff, like we didn't actually get into it.
I got
rolled
some
like a 20.
materials.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I got lots of material and like
Yeah, things that are
Soaps and stuff.
of great value in that capacity are
hidden
not
away,
necessarily
knocked away.
Floggers flagging.
remaining out for the public to have.
It's still a crime scene.
So there's still alcohol in there.
There could be alcohol in there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's not right.
Would I have any idea if there's
Couldn't
any plant life around that's very phosphorus and that can spread fire quickly?
Ooh, I would say that's worth a nature check for sure.
It's a good idea.
Guidance.
We also might not be granted access right now. It might be closed. Can't enter.
Ooh.
I like your trick.
Yeah.
Oh, burn
25.
25.
Hiccups, I'm so sorry.
Let's see here.
Yeah. It was you? Good girl. Get it out. Oh.
So there are like a number of things that would be somewhat useful. Things like, rosemary, sage, juniper. Those would be things that come to mind. Any like dried pine needles, that sort of stuff that like if you're able to, gather in great quantity, could easily be aided for flammability.
It's gone.
Maybe we could put it in a little sack and that's something we can launch over,
I can spend the night kind of getting some supplies that way.
Doesn't have to be a big rock.
Oil? Any oil? No one can make oil? Anyone have oil?
I think...
Sedman doesn't have any?
I was trying to see what Flogger's flagon has. If they have anything kicking around that might help.
I will go investigate the southern docks. See what is there.
I'll come with. Mostly the other side.
Okay, so as you guys kind of approach the end of this tunnel and eventually emerge out into the woods, you're not 100% sure where you are, but you do know that it was mentioned you're near to the cemetery. So, who is going to take the reins in guiding yourselves back to Anne? As it's nighttime, however, there is a reasonable amount of moonlight, but you're in the middle of the woods essentially, so you're not 100% sure, like directionally, where the fuck you might be.
I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna break off and go look for some more like of the plants and phosphorus materials.
You're gonna go on your own?
I can go on my own unless somebody wants to come. But it's boring
19.
nature shit.
I'm good today. Actually, I wouldn't say I was a blighted creatures.
Who told you about those?
Now what?
Did you know about those?
Now.
So Wick, you're branching off to search for flammable
Really,
herbs.
my paranoia coming to life. Some wooded creatures.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. Excuse me. All right.
I'll meet you guys back at Byron's. Is that the plan where you guys are going?
I don't know, we'll just see where the night takes us.
The last time I thought you guys abandoned me and I stayed in Hansel's shack for a night thinking that you guys didn't come back to the place we were supposed to muster and then...
Well, it's all for nothing, so it's fine.
As you look up from saying that, we've all walked away.
Literally, that was the vibe. I was like,
I pulled up the skull. See, I told you they were going to pay me. And I start walking into
Jaw
the
just slightly opens up.
I just walk into the woods.
Okay, so just so that we can get done, let's do a survival check for you, Wick, just for the herbs gathered, so we can get that done, and see how much you're able to come up with.
19, 25.
Okay, 25, gotcha. So you'll do quite well. Basically, finding flammable resources in the evening of the forest shouldn't be too much of an issue. The rest of you guys with a 19 of survival? Okay. So judging by like where the moonlight or the moon itself is, you're able to kind of like determine what direction north would be, and you're able to kind of like, okay, this is most likely the way back to Anne. And you start walking in a direction. Wait. As you are continuing about the woods, gathering your resources, the rest of you guys heading in. Alright. Eventually, Evanora, you'll see the kind of glow, I guess, from the lanterns of the city of Ann itself as you are walking through the woods after maybe about 30 minutes or so, and you're kind of approaching the edge of town, somewhere on the eastern side. As you guys make your way back to the city successfully.
Well done.
Huzzah!
Yatta!
I want to go to. You know where I want to go.
Fulgus Flagon.
Yes.
It's been a while since there's been a murder there. Maybe we can rectify that. Rouse up another murder. Stop in for a pint of blood.
I wouldn't mind
I
just
like it.
burning the artist skill into the ground.
The what?
The artist skill.
The artist's skill.
Well, did they say something about potentially being useful eventually, you know?
So, they might have also just hit the hay after they found out that it's all out vampire rampage out there.
Alright, so as you guys are walking through the streets heading towards Fulgus Flagon, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so you're making your way through the streets at this point. Late at night, the walk itself is quite long through the tunnel and the mountain, so it's probably in the middle of the evening at this point as you guys are walking through the streets. The air of the city, this music is not appropriate, is much tighter. There are far less lanterns on in homes. Everything is dark. It is like the lanterns of the street are lit. There are no guards around. You see no sign of anything other than the other creatures of the night wandering through the streets like yourselves. You see other vampires lurking in the shadows, passing through, searching out victims. In the distance you hear a scream, sharply cut off. In an alleyway you see several vampires feeding on something, as well as the city itself is holed up tight.
I love it.
For whatever
I'm
can
not
possibly
stalking, I'm
do.
just strolling right through the streets because she doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Walking
No.
through.
Her humanity has died with Hansel.
After she planned the own assassination of a man lover.
After I personally killed my own humanity.
I did not personally kill him. I personally orchestrated his murder.
You personally killed your own humanity.
I orchestrated it. I did not
You know
kill
that Eric
him.
So you orchestrated the killing of your own
shooting
humanity as well.
the guy?
Yes, I did.
Why would they do this?
So playing the Fulgus Flagon, looking for like alcoholic resources.
Flammables or anything flammable. If they have like oil to start like the fires in like the kitchen or any of that.
Is that
Whoa.
black sip?
Pretty good.
Alcohol,
I
whatever.
was like, that's a fizzy black sip.
That was Guinness. It explodes at night.
So it is an alcoholic black sip.
True.
An Irish black
Yes.
Black sip.
All right. So as you guys approach Fulgus Flagon, the place looks desolate, looks uninhabited at the moment. It is dark. What would you like to do?
Kick in the door.
Roll me a strength check.
That would be athletics?
Just your strength.
Cringe.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, just a
19.
strength check. Okay, yeah, well, for the sake of it, or you just walk up like completely stone-faced throughout the entire walk through the city, as you know, anything that might be catching your eye normally that you would take intrigue on is
Didn't give a fuck.
your focus is centered and your mind is more or less pissed. As you walk straight towards this door and just give one solid kick, and you see your foot like extend through basically as the door kind of slightly off the hinges kind of crashes in.
That's my answer.
You see like
right
the subtle dust in the dark room basically like falling to the ground through the haze.
I walk right in. So I saw my foot go through, so
Yeah.
that was my answer.
As you guys enter, looking for flammable things, everybody?
It hasn't been cleaned up.
Somewhat. As in like there are not directly bodies in there anymore, but there is largely still like the evidence
Blood,
of what you
gore.
guys did in the lower level for sure, especially.
fucking shit.
It is a ghastly scene. but not as ghastly as you guys left. It's been slightly cleaned up, but more so like the bodies have been dragged out, and there's still quite a bit of
Are our big
dried
symbols still on the
blood.
ground? And
I don't know. I was really unsure of whether or not that was actually being erased or not, because
oh, right.
for the sake of it, though, there is definitely blood everywhere. So if you guys are looking for flammable alcohol that still remains within, let's do some investigation checks.
Okay.
Let me
I know you- I know.
here. Inspiration.
Nice.
God damn.
That's 20. 23.
Nice. 12.
9.
We got this.
13.
Wow. 23,
Yeah.
20,
Natural 29.
9, okay. Christoph?
It's still with a
And Evanora
zero
was a
base.
13, okay. I'd say, is it Byron and Damien? Roll
Yeah.
me each a d6. That's how many bottles of high-proof alcohol that will definitely be flammable that you will be able to find.
1.
Oh.
4.
Woo!
I crack one of them and
If you
start
want,
drinking.
I'll allow you to lose an inspiration on the d6 if you so choose.
That's probably if I was a 2.
Hey, yeah.
I roll 1 again. 2.
Nice! You doubled it!
Ones and twos reroll, right? That's the rule?
Yeah, every 1 and 2 that you ever reroll.
Exactly.
I'm gonna find a drink.
That one.
glass.
Reroll.
Myself a little drink. Another drinky poo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like,
Oh.
found one wine that I was really obsessed with.
I found these for-
spirit and for another one, and I found another one.
You found two high
Found
spirits.
2 high-proof spirits. I'm like, oh, I love this vintage, yeah.
By seeing you
nice.
drinking one of them, I snatch all 4 of them, and I'm letting you drink the one that you have.
Okay, Mrs. Ruby Pants, I liked her better before.
I know, she's so serious now. She was the one that killed the child. You think she'd kill a child now?
I think she. Yes.
Yeah, no, she'd kill another children. You know, I think she's hoping
Best
there's
joke
children
in my
on that boat, actually.
She's just dead-eyed, like,
So as you guys are standing in there, you hear,
Nuns and orphans.
oh, shit.
all of you guys would hear this, I guess, because all of your passive perceptions are high enough. You hear the door kind of like
Not to know.
open up slightly, and you see a figure standing in the doorway. You see a figure you don't recognize at first.
Dude, this aren't you.
Soldier of some kind, tattered armor. You see immediately a giant hole through the chest of the armor itself, where you see a ghastly wound. You see ribs, like grievous, blood dried against the leathers. And you see the face, pale, white, decaying. And you see red, glowing eyes gazing towards you. Evanora. Something deep within you knows who this is.
She lets him sob. Okay.
You see a hand reach out and point towards you.
It's fight time. Is it a zombie?
Tears are like rolling down her face.
Your laugh sounded like I'm in danger.
Yeah,
It was like rolling down her face.
basically though, yes. Basically.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh damn.
Yep.
Use your inspiration.
I already
Just
did.
on the investigation.
That's gonna be a
Oh.
7.
As you see this creature, this individual, something deep within you, you see the visage of Hansel in its form.
She like falls to her knees.
You are paralyzed. Let's roll initiative.
Woo! Let's go!
Does that include me?
Yep.
Okay.
God.
+4, so 6.
Oh.
As its hand stretches forward, its eyes emit, and Evanora buckles to her knees, begins to weep before you see her entire body freeze as she is just paralyzed with emotion, fear, horror, everything imaginable. Evanora. Yeah, nothing you can do on your turn.
You
You're,
can do it.
As you are in the room as well. What would you like to do?
I guess just charge towards this spectral figure.
Charge towards.
Great idea.
Gonna swing with the +1 longsword.
Do we know what that thing does yet?
So 19 to hit.
19 hits, absolutely.
Oh,
As Yura surges forth and pulls forth the longsword of Tuan. As you hear the steel kind of ring from the sheath.
yeah. Doing 6 magical slashing damage.
6.
And we'll go in for the second attack.
Oh.
Level 5 fighter. That's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
For an 11 damage.
Okay. As you slash into this creature, you see this whoosh, whoosh. Nothing. No blood. Just like dust and bone kind of whoosh, whoosh, come off it with each strike. As it just kind of like...
Oh, this is quite the fall.
I don't like it.
Don't like it either.
You hear the cracking of its knuckles as it clenches its fist kind of...
Oh.
Just gonna hold.
Sacre bleu.
Yura. Or sorry, Damien, my apologies. You see Yura run forward, slice into this thing. Barely moves.
I'll slow it.
Slow?
Might as well use it. So fucking handy.
Just fireball would be any better.
I know.
I fireball the entire.
I didn't say how big Folgers was. I said fireball.
That's a fireball.
You know what? I did
wisdom
for all
save.
of us before this remnant does.
16. It is incredibly useful. It's 2 attacks from my knees. Horrifying.
That is an 8 on the save.
Slowed, bitch.
He's slowed. -2 AC. Can't take reactions. Can either take an action or a bonus action, and can only ever take 1 action per turn. Or sorry, only 1 attack per turn.
Attack, yeah.
Spellcasting can potentially take 2 turns instead of 1 turn, and you get a save at the end of each turn.
Correct. Okay, okay, so that was your action. So, you see its head like turn and it's like each individual muscle just cranking in slow motion as its head turns towards you, Yura, as you strike into him. It's going to be this creature's turn.
The creature formerly known as Hansel.
For the end of its turn, it saves? Is that
Just a symbol there.
end of its turn, yeah. Okay, so
Slow.
as you see the like 2 clean slashes like basically completely seal over afterwards. It's going to strike into you, Yura, as you are right beside it.
Like it.
Not likely with a 15 to hit.
Hard now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it swings into you quite a bit slower than you were expecting. You're able to easily dodge away from it. And then it's going to try to walk towards you, Evanora. You can make an attack of opportunity.
Huzzah.
Can I am paralyzed?
Not you.
Oh.
Yura.
Not you. So 20 to hit. Dirty
Hits.
20. Doing 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. And that's the end of its turn. Save.
Okay.
Nope. 12.
Nice.
Yeah, probably not.
No. 16 is the safety seat.
Roger. Still slowed. Byron.
I will cast Hunter's Mark on the little boy.
Okay.
Not the boy. Sorry.
Off.
On the little boy. The dead man.
What?
That's me.
And so I attack with a lightning launcher.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit. With minus
yes,
2.
Absolutely hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he takes 3d6 damage. 1 from the lightning launcher, 2 from the Hunter's Mark, and then 1 more from the other lightning launcher ability.
And it's all counts as lightning, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just double checking.
So that is 10, 13, 17 points of lightning damage.
Wow.
And then I hit him again.
Yeah, as Byron kind of just
And then I take your bar top.
shoots towards him.
That is dirty 20.
Hits, yeah.
And this time only for 2 lightning. And that is for 9 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Wow, wow. As you, like it just marching towards Evanora, like Terminator style, just kind of. Its body like just gets zapped with lightning several times, kind of like sensing that you have a little more in you, you push more juice into the actual stream itself, and just kind of
Channel lightning.
Christoph.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to him. And I'm going to claw attack him.
All right.
Nice.
Yay. 15.
15 hits.
Okay, so I get sneak attack because he's within 5 feet.
We'll assume, yeah. You guys are in a pretty tight, like
He
little.
hit him with a
room.
longsword, so I'm
He hit him with a
against
long
yes.
sword. He like walked a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. He can only literally walk 5, 10, 15. So yeah.
We're good.
It's fine.
Sneak?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, that's a 6 and a 5 and a 4 and I rolled max, almost max damage.
Ooh,
very
wow.
close. So 8, 12, 14, 25 points of slashing damage.
As like Christoph lunges towards, like one arm completely gone, like on scuttering forward.
I
guess,
really
like,
do picture him. If he could run, it would be on all fours.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's all threes.
All threes, exactly. So he like uses his like third arm to like hurl himself forward.
His third arm?
His third. Okay.
His third appendage?
He's 9. He's 9.
Hammer on. Roll a 20 on the
Serpent twins.
It's like a baby. Roll the
Yeah, he's gonna live in a non-ball dropping stage of life for all time.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
And then that's all I can do. So I would do a whale, but it can only be done on a different creature, so it can't work.
Okay.
So 25 points of slashing damage.
All
That is my
right,
turn.
that was huge. Evanora, you are no longer paralyzed for the moment. As you kind of see Hansel's visage through this like dead man, like who you would recognize as like an adventurer perhaps of some kind, but like to you he just looks like Hansel. And he's just marching towards you, getting like slashed, clawed, like illuminate with lightning, hit with magical effects. What would you like to do?
Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry. Would I know that it's not him anymore?
That's up to you.
She pulls her bow and arrow and aims it at him, and she's like, and fires. 15.
Hits, yeah.
So that's my first attack. So that's 10 points of piercing. And then I'm going to use my extra attack.
Oh, pretty pants. She missed out on the first.
That's another 15.
She's paralyzed.
15 hits again?
And that's going to be 8 points of piercing.
Points of piercing. As you guys are just raining into this, 2 arrows going thud into it as it's just continuing to march towards you. You can see its eyes like flaring up with red. You're up.
Gonna cast Firebolt.
Firebolt, okay. Roll me an attack roll. You're still within 5 feet, so it's disadvantage. Unless you want to try to move away.
Move away. You can't take reactions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's still slow, so
Oh, nice.
as you're able to step away. But there's no one within 5 feet at the moment for the sake of it.
Nice.
I'm about to get within 5 feet. I want to do a lot of damage.
It's for a 15 to hit.
15 easily hits, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's slow is
10.
Oh, right, he's on minus 2 AC.
slow is good. Slow is good.
Good for that one.
Gone forever.
Underutilized. Slow is
Lost in
really
the shadows.
Yeah, dude, slow is awesome. Just remember when Marcia was learning it, we were all like,
No.
That is 14 damage.
14 damage. Oopsies, 147. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay, yeah. This firebolt like shoots through it, and you see fire kind of spread across it, like across rotting flesh, kind of like catching the edges of this burning individual. Where you see like skeleton now coming from underneath as the fire begins to spread across it. You see the clothes burning up, smoke billowing out of it.
Alright. Then we're gonna action surge.
All right.
And then go in for 2 more sword slashes.
I
love it.
Oh,
I fucking live.
Eldritch Knight just popping off, baby.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is only
See
a
imagery of the Eldritch Knight. So good. That's so great.
It's a 13 to hit on the first.
Hits.
Hell yeah.
Hits.
He's the wizard.
You still had action surge to do 2 steel wind strength.
It's 9 damage on the first. And that's only a 10 to hit on the second attack.
10 actually misses.
Fuck me.
Like you see your blade just kind of swing through, basically. Hits him, but doesn't do any lasting damage.
Alright, that's it.
Okay, and Damien.
Chaos Bolt. Chaos!
I'm using my inspiration.
Sorcerer.
The sorcerer.
What is that though?
6 plus 8. 6 plus 8.
Yeah.
It's
That
14.
Hits.
14 team.
Hits.
14 ting.
14 ting.
2d8.
27 hev.
14.
Doing hev.
Oh, I did it.
Girlfriend's age?
D6, I think.
Yeah, I think it's another d6.
Okay. So we have thunder damage or force damage. Let's do the force damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we
Oh,
are
yeah.
going to do.
Dude, I was gonna say.
The accent is carrying on.
That's 16 points of force damage.
Okay. As this like kind of blasts into him, you see like a humongous, like the hole where this perhaps like large wound for you guys, to be quite honest.
Blow another hole in him.
On second hole, it like right through the stomach, and you see where the spine is still like attached, but the hole completely through.
That's a Mortal
It's
Kombat.
hard to fall into.
And you see like the lung just kind of
Slide out.
Oh, he was smoking.
I'm fine.
Walk it off.
Hansel was a smoker.
next up is
Hansel's
Hansel.
body.
He's going to continue to walk forward towards you, Evanora, and you can make one more attack of opportunity, Yura, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Just eyes fixated.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
Roll my damage.
Raise Nostra.
Miss.
Plus what?
That's what it does.
But it's a natural 20.
That was like.
What do you mean?
22 damage.
Oh,
Fucking smack
this is
that
actually enough to destroy him. As you see him, like just kind of like pushing you aside, basically, like eyes completely fixated across the room on you, Evanora, just marching forward.
It's just a full strike right through the hole and then
Oh, full send.
Yeah, you see like the whole center of it just bisect and just and you see this like I'd say just for the sake of it, Evanora, you see the essence of the soul of this creature just list into the ethereal plane as it is vanquished for now.
Huh. So,
Is that going to happen every night? now?
yeah, I think.
What was that?
It's fuzzies.
It's a zombie man.
Zombie man, but he clearly had something to do with Evanora. You said sorry? Why are you sorry to this crazy zombie man?
Did you not see?
First. See what? It was just like a zombie with red
Random.
eyes, and he hated you for some reason.
Dead soldier number 13.
Yeah, he was. I think his name was Ted. Not that Ted, it's a different Ted. It's a very common name. It's like John.
Steven.
Steven.
Oh no.
Not Steven.
I think it was Hansel.
But it looked nothing like Hansel.
His souls.
I think I might have read about these things. Evil spirits. Vanquished, but relentless.
Anybody who's proficient in history can roll me a history check.
I
Yay.
don't want to roll history, but I'm
Yay.
wondering if maybe you will, because Elspeth, because she's part of me.
Yeah.
Would there be a reason for her to or leave it in your hands, obviously, for her to tell me what is happening?
Yeah.
The whales do talk to me in the Phantom. This isn't completely me just leaning on the flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
It is part of the class.
Yeah, well, that's how you learn proficiencies and things like that.
Exactly.
Right?
They talk to me.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
pretty cool opportunity, so
I like it.
Rule of cool.
I do like this.
Also, I rolled pretty low, so please do that.
Please let us know. I didn't roll great, but I rolled okay.
As Christoph, silent for a moment, as you feel this cold on your shoulder, very familiar, as you feel this breath whisper into your ear. This is well, I guess you can read this if you'd like, aloud, in Elspeth's voice.
Oh, fun. Like the beginning part?
Yeah, you'll know the details for the sake of fun.
A revenant forms from the soul of a mortal who met a cruel and undeserving fate. It claws its way back into the world to seek revenge against the one who wronged it. The revenant reclaims its mortal body and superficially resembles a zombie. However, instead of lifeless eyes, the revenant's eyes burn with the resolve and flare in the presence of its adversary. If the revenant's original body was destroyed or is otherwise unavailable, the spirit of the revenant enters another humanoid corpse. Regardless of the body, the revenant uses as a vessel, its adversary always recognizes the revenant for what it truly is. A revenant has only 1 year to exact revenge. When its adversary dies, or if the revenant fails to kill its adversary before time runs out, it crumbles to dust and its soul fades into the afterlife. If its foe is too powerful for the revenant to destroy on its own, it seeks worthy allies to help it fulfill its quest. No magic can hide a creature pursued by a revenant, which always knows the direction and distance between it and the target of its vengeance. In cases where the revenant seeks revenge against more than one adversary, it pursues them one at a time.
Okay, so I got until she dies.
Starting with the creature that dealt the killing blow. If the revenant's body is destroyed, its soul flies forth to seek out a new corpse in which to resume its hunt. A revenant doesn't require air.
So I have until you die.
Sure.
Fuck. What? He didn't recognize me.
Not yet.
No, he didn't know it.
Today.
Not today, so at least I'm good
So-
now.
Oh,
And maybe because I was in the
He just started talking like Elspeth.
so
How did you know all that?
Ooh, I kind of like the idea of a scene with Flash and Elspeth. Not again!
like behind him.
I consider them
Perfect!
So how did you know all that?
No, she told me. She's in the ethereal land, so he's hanging out there too.
This does not bode well for myself. I don't like it.
So long as you stay alive, I stay alive.
So it's going to be hunting you for a year?
Yeah.
It's a long time.
You know what? I've had many stalkers before in my life.
Right, it's not 360 days, it's 504 days.
I've had many stalkers before in my life, and you know what? I think I can handle a little ghost, you know, at this stage of my life.
Okay. Good luck.
That was scary.
It was a little scary, yeah. Yeah.
What have you done?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
What have we done?
I said, what have I done?
Oh, okay.
David's like, whoa!
I was
What?
actually
Don't mean
looking at
this.
Lyra. What have we done?
I mean, you put up a good point, you know, somewhere. And I got to feed.
You got to feed a lot.
You sound like you missed out on the feeding while I was getting the stabbing. You know?
I changed my mind midway through, but it was too late.
What?
I can't.
We're bullied for you.
You can't do that, man.
Yeah, too little, too late. You know?
That's fucked up.
In the words of that band, it's too late to apologize.
To apologize. Yeah, I don't know.
That band.
What is it?
Imagine Dragons?
Band.
I don't know. In sync. I don't know. Just throw it
It's some boy band.
NSYNC.
It's in sync.
No, it's not.
Oh, it definitely is 98 degrees.
It's not a boy band.
Turn on violets?
No. Oh, Timbaland. One Republic, that's who I'm thinking.
Yes.
But
Not
it's,
One
it's,
Direction.
It's Timbaland.
Timberlake.
Timbaland.
Got you. The boot company, yes.
Timbaland.
What did we do wrong?
What did we do wrong? I don't know. You told him we could let him live, and then you plotted in the same hand against him to have him murdered.
You plotted with me.
I merely was up to the idea of eating someone. You said it had to be him.
You were all for it.
I mean, I kind of was, you know. It would have been cool to have him as a friend.
But-
But,
We did everything right, didn't we?
no, we didn't. No, we didn't do everything right. It was very sloppy. Not a good kill.
Super unclean.
Super unclean.
It was not unseen, nor was it
Certainly
unclean.
not unseen. Yeah, it was kind of bad. It was kind of not right. Yeah. I still haven't fixed the holes in my armor. The way he stabbed me 7 times, you know, it's a lot.
I stabbed you too.
You stabbed me too. I couldn't even get that one in my back.
Still a dagger in it.
Yeah, still a dagger. You stabbed me in the back. It's so itchy back there.
Let me get it for you.
Oh, yeah,
Just wiggle it around.
Put it back. I was holding something in. Oh, no.
Okay. Just stab a different spot.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, you're nicer to him when he stabs you.
What?
I said you're nice to him when he stabs you. Why aren't you nice to me?
I was murdering him. You were on my side still oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was too unviolent. It was supposed to be too unviolent that way. You know? This is not fair. I'm always the one getting friendly fired. It's always me. It's bullshit.
Well, don't be so friendly fireable.
It's part of my charming personality. You love it.
I do.
You all love it.
I do. I really do.
Speaking of eating someone, should we do that tonight?
Listen. Yes. The answer to that question is always yes. I say take a walk on the fire side. To Central. Maybe feast on some rich folk. Yeah,
That sounds nice.
sounds nice. Have a fine Chianti with some fat aristocrat with his fava beans, you know, and things like that.
That does sound fun.
That sounds nice, right? Yeah.
But I think we're gonna go investigate the suicide box.
Oh, right, we were talking about that. Yeah. I think I should
There
make a
might
cat.
be people that eat there.
Okay. Okay. Fat cats, like maybe
Fat aristocrats
later
can
this
wait.
week. Yeah.
There might be some.
Well, I'll go to the construction yard. Maybe there might be a guard there.
Okay.
At the beginning, or
So, as you guys take what you could find from Folger's, kind of step over this like smoldering dust that is slowly, going to ash, basically, back into the streets of Ann, into the darkness, heading to the south side. That is where we will end our session for tonight.
Vampires are finally taking over. Ash, did
Dylan,
you,
you're so funny.